begin to show.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, smile on your face, ready for another video. Today's video is going to be really short. I'm just going to be talking about the life of having epilepsy. So let's get right into it. So basically, epilepsy is a seizure disorder where the body is too tense to do anything. Your eyes roll back, in your head, and you start twitching. You can't control your breathing or anything. Some people's seizures only last a couple seconds, some last a couple minutes. Usually they say if it lasts more than 90 seconds, a minute and a half, to call the paramedics. My seizures, they last around 30 seconds to a minute, sometimes less. Couple things that trigger seizures are strobe lights, because of how fast it's blinking, because your brain is basically electricity, so it messes with the things inside your brain, so it causes a lot of issues. Another thing, so I can't do haunted houses due to that. Lack of sodium. A lot of doctors say get some salt in your body, make sure you're good on sodium. Another way is not enough fluid, so either water, Gatorade, whatever you're drinking. They say stay away from caffeine due to caffeine dehydrates you. But so basically, people say lay on your side during a seizure because you can swallow your tongue. Well, my neurologist has said that's impossible, so has a whole bunch of other books and that I've done research on. But the reason why they say that is because during a seizure... Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if you can hear wind. My window is open because it's really hot in my room. But basically why they say that is because you can foam through the mouth coming out during a seizure. You can drool. So they want you on your side, so instead of it going back in your throat and you choking, since you can't control your throat and everything, they ask that you lay on your side so it goes out of your mouth instead. So that's another thing with epilepsy. Another thing is dehydration. Like I said, caffeine, they say stay away from it due to it dehydrating you. So I was diagnosed at age probably around, I think, 14, 13. It was when I started my 9th grade to high school, because 9th grade out here is considered junior high. They just switched it recently to freshman high school, but so I started when I was 9th grade or sophomore in high school. So part of that in schooling, part of the stuff I couldn't do in class, like PE, they told my doctor wrote a note saying, hey, please take him out of it due to sweating, since sweating takes all the fluid out of your body and it can cause a seizure. So they took me out of that. But ever since then, I've just been learning how to adapt to it. I'm on 2 medications for it. My last seizure was about last month, I believe, maybe 2 weeks ago, one of those two. They were intense ones, so we're gonna be discussing some stuff with my doctor. But other than that, epilepsy sucks, since you get to miss out on a lot of stuff because of seizures, because you can have seizures with certain stuff, like during Halloween. Like I said, can't do haunted houses because of the strobe lights. Another thing is like at a fair, if you want to do rides, you can't do that as well. Like roller coasters, they mess with your brain since you're like turning really fast and you're going down really fast since your head's doing that, so your brain's moving back and forth, which will cause a seizure. Like there's a couple rides at Lagoon out here in Utah that I've had seizures on. Basically, Lagoon isn't good for me because all it is roller coasters and rides. Like there's this one that all it does is like spins really fast and it goes around and around. I can't do that due to seizures. There's this thing called Wild Mouse. So basically, you go up a hill and then you hurry and turn the other way. You're going a little straight, you turn the other way. Basically, you're doing big turns back and forth, and then you hit a big hill to go down. So I can't do that due to epilepsy as well. So that's basically epilepsy involved, is you can't do certain stuff. Like, and then you have to like learn how to adapt to it about doing some like certain things. You want to be like you want to notify people, either your friends that don't know you have epilepsy. You just want to tell them, hey, this is what happens during a seizure, this is what you need to do, what you shouldn't do. A lot of people say hold their head down, and that you're actually not supposed to, because that messes with their airway as well, if you're like holding them by the neck but softly so they don't, so basically if they're on a hard ground, like cement and that, instead of holding their head, you just want to put your arm under, so they're just hitting your arm instead of the ground. So that's another thing. Seizure alert dogs are really well. Also, they're amazing. I've seen videos on YouTube. I've seen some people at my old work, because my second job was I worked at a special education school where a lot of kids had disabilities like autism, Down syndrome, a whole bunch of other stuff. A lot of people had epilepsy. There was a whole bunch of stuff. But so, like I said, they are used to it because they have a lot of kids who have epilepsy. So my boss there, she kind of knew because she was a janitor. I was a sweeper there. So she knew kind of since I think she worked there for like 10 years, I'm not sure. But that's basically my jobs as well, is I have to like calmly work so I don't get crazy sweaty doing my work, so I don't go into a seizure. But basically, yeah, that's the life of having seizures. That's the life of what you can and can't do when you have epilepsy. So I think this is gonna be the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.